Oh, is it time for the green?
It's
is
time.
the part that I'm supposed to read. Good
Yes,
evening,
it is.
and welcome to the North Georgia. Wonder why everybody's looking at me. Welcome to the North Georgia Amateur Radio Regional Net, the newest, most interesting net in amateur radio. Tonight we're live in Studio Vanguard, and we're linked in with the following repeaters.
Bisky 444.625, Buckhead 442.025, Currahee Mountain 444.225, Fort Mountain 442.850, and Hobbit at 444.350. This net takes place every other Thursday evening at 7 p.m. I would like to thank all of you who've joined in our mission to promote and exercise the art, science, and enjoyment of amateur radio. We further seek to cultivate and develop the next generation of radio enthusiasts, both young and old.
Your net control tonight is Atlanta. Oh, I'm not Atlanta, am I?
Not that call.
I'm
Not tonight.
yeah. Well, we knew this was going to happen. I guess, everybody can kind of keep count of how many times call signs get messed up tonight. But KN4HYN is your net control tonight. My name is Justin.
KN4HYM. My name is Julie.
N4 TVZ. My name is Tony.
And KR4HBU. My name is Rogers.
On this directed net, we will discuss this week's topic and other topics of interest. We will not discuss politics, religion, or any subject that becomes divisive or disruptive. Our goal is to bring people together to find common interest and productive and informative conversations. All conversations should be enjoyed as though our family members are in the room. Guest check-ins are welcome from anyone with a valid FCC amateur call sign.
So tonight, we're going to talk about NGARA and 2026.
So what's planned for the year and what we have to look forward to, and recruiting opportunities. I think that's going to be a big endeavor for the year. And some of the things that we're working on in development, like, for instance, Saturday night sessions is a net that we are currently seeking some net control operators for. So if that's something that you're qualified to do and interested in, you can reach out to me, and we'll see if we can get you plugged in to Saturday night sessions. And yeah, so do we have any announcements?
Well, we do, but we need to break first.
Oh, that's a good idea.
So, announcements for this week, and you might want to break out your pad of paper and a pencil and write these down. So, the Tech Fest is January 31st of this year. The GARS Tech Fest is a free annual event specifically geared towards amateur radio enthusiasts. This event provides an excellent opportunity for individuals to learn about the latest developments in amateur radio technology, share knowledge and experience, and network with other amateur radio operators. Attendees can expect to see demonstrations of various types of equipment and attend presentations and workshops on a variety of topics. This event is great for anyone who is interested in amateur radio, whether you're a seasoned operator or just getting started. Attending the GARS Tech Fest is an excellent way to learn more about the hobby, make new contacts, and discover new ways to use amateur radio technology. So, if you're passionate about amateur radio and want to stay up to date on the latest advancements, then attending the GARS Tech Fest is a must. Amateur radio testing will be from 9 to 11, $14, but it's cash only. No Venmo, no credit cards, none of that. You must bring cash. One new development: anyone wanting to test for a license at TechFest should anticipate a potential government shutdown on January 30th and get your FRN early. Our website is current and is updated regularly. techfest.info for a special offer. Anyone who gets a brand new technician, general, or extra license at the GARS Tech Fest can become a member of NGARA for only $85 just for you.
What a deal.
I know. It's a steal.
Is that like the free salad?
Yeah, kind of
Kinda is, yeah.
So
Yeah.
if anybody knows about the free salad, you'll know what we're talking about. If you missed the Mestastic...
The Mistastic?
Mistastic.
Yeah, say it again.
Missed.
Meshtastic Forum presentations at the past Hamfest in Ringgold, Gwinnett, or locally in Kennesaw last year. Our member, Ed, Atlanta 557, KQ4WEB, will be presenting it one last time at the Tech Fest, 11 a.m. in the large forum room. This is your chance to learn firsthand about what Meshtastic is. Let me break. While attending the Tech Fest, join Ed there and see what this emergency comms tech is all about. The North Georgia GMRS Network and the NGARA crew will be at the Dalton Fest. Look for our canopy in the Boneyard. The address is 500 Legion Drive, Dalton, Georgia, Georgia 30721. Justin will be bringing a heater again if it's going to be anything like last year.
Or anything like tonight.
It was cold.
Holy
It was
cow,
cold.
it's cold out there
Yeah.
tonight. When is the Dalton Ham Fest?
We said it is Saturday, February 28th.
Ah, what time?
It is at 8 a.m.
All right.
Does that work for you?
Yeah, I'll be there probably considerably earlier than 8 a.m., but yeah.
Yeah, I'm not going to make it.
You're not going to make it?
I'm not going to make it.
Hey, Gary's asking who our visitor is.
Well, let's introduce our visitor. Carl, you want to slide in right over here beside Julie and say hi to everybody. Get right into the microphone and introduce yourself. What's your name?
Carl.
You got to get right down
Gotta
into
get
that
right on it.
microphone. Yeah.
What do I say?
Just like talking into the mic.
And look
Yeah.
right in
Just
there,
bigger.
and they'll be able to see you.
Yeah.
There you go.
Where?
Put your head down.
Right there where the words are.
Oh,
Yeah.
hey there.
There you go.
Yeah.
There's Carl.
I didn't realize the camera was inside there.
Yes.
I was like, wow.
Carl is our guest this evening. He's
Oh, yeah.
going to be sitting in with us at Net Control. And
Goodness. Sorry, Carl. Here you
And-
go, buddy. There.
Yeah.
Slide right
There
in.
you go.
get right in there, and we'll give Carl the good tryout here, and I think that maybe
Yeah.
will encourage Carl to pursue his amateur
Oh,
license.
yeah.
Yeah,
Man, I don't know what to say, but just,
Whatever comes to mind.
yeah.
uh,
So, Carl, are you going to be testing for your amateur license at the GARS Tech Fest?
oh, yeah.
Yes.
Fantastic.
All right.
Do I
You-
say that on the pedal?
Yeah, well, I've got it down, so we're good.
Yeah.
Do you have $14? Do you need me to spot you?
I got
I'm
14 bucks.
We can
Okay.
come up with
All right.
something.
Maybe sell
yeah,
some
one way or
radios
another.
or something.
Yes, he's got some radios, right?
That's
Oh,
right.
yeah. Sell some
you could
radios.
you could probably.
Been studying?
Oh, yeah. I have the general at home in the app, so.
Nice.
So you're gonna just go for the whole shebang, do your tech, your general, and your extra all in one sitting?
Not the extra. Extra.
That's a big one.
Tech
a
in
big
general, though, yeah.
Yeah, take in general, yeah. That's what I'm
Yeah.
definitely going to do.
It's actually a pretty big step to get from general to extra. But,
Oh, yeah.
But you can do it.
Maybe. Maybe. The little dots and lines and, like,
The charts and the math and all that stuff.
There's
you
a lot
know,
of math. I haven't
the-
gone there yet
the-
either.
I didn't do any of the math. I just learned what the answers to the questions were. And that's one approach. My belief is this, all right? Everything that you learn while you're studying to become an amateur, that's all good stuff. That's all useful, relevant. It's truly good information to have. But the real learning happens the moment you hit the PTT on your radio. And there's so many things that you can do in amateur radio that you can't do in GMRS that we're all so familiar with. So the floodgates just open on opportunities in places that you can experiment, things that you can do brand new. And we hope as a group, talking about part of tonight's topic. Some of the things that we hope to do this year are to engage in some of those additional radio activities. Balloon launches. We may get involved in some auxiliary communications, perhaps for the Peachtree Road Race. There's lots of opportunity, and there's just, if you can think of a way that you can use radio, we can get engaged.
Somebody's doing it.
As NAMR. That's right. Somebody's doing it. So,
Carl, Brett Reese wants you to say hello to your dad for him on YouTube.
My dad knows Brett.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Brett said, "Hey, tell your dad."
Hey,
he said
Brett.
hi.
I heard about you the other day. Talked to my dad when you found out he was on North Georgia. Heard about you the other day.
Nice.
Yeah, I would definitely tell him.
Great.
let's break.
What is that?
When that red light starts flashing, that means we have to take a break. And also,
Repeaters will time out.
I have to take more time. So let me break again. 1,000, 2, 1,000. There we go. So now we should have reset all the
Yeah.
repeaters.
So that's how you reset them. My quick keying.
Well, we need to avoid. I used a quick key, and I probably still will, on purpose. But we need to break that habit because the system doesn't like it. So the system administrator told me that I need to behave.
Uh-oh. Got in trouble already.
That's crazy. But yeah.
All right. Should we resume with announcements?
Alrighty.
I think there's another Hamfest we want to talk about.
Yes.
Is there?
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's go see what it is. Okay. Pull it up here.
Let's break. And I'll let you have the key.
Okay. So again, so we don't forget, the Dalton Hamfest is Saturday, February 28th, and gates open at 8 a.m. And then in March, you can join us for the Birmingham Fest. It's on March 6th and 7th. Friday's schedule is from 4 to 7 p.m. and Saturday starts at 8:30 a.m. and the event closes at 4 p.m. The Hamfest will be at the Trussville Civic Center, which is located at 5381 Trussville Clay Road. That's in Trussville, Alabama, 35173. And the admission is $10 and it's good for both days. North Georgia GMRS Network renewals are still underway. If you wish to renew, please do so as soon as possible to preserve your TAC number. TAC numbers that are not renewed will very soon be tossed back into the bin and be issued to new members.
Breaking news.
Uh-oh.
Breaking news?
Breaking
news.
No?
Yeah, the renewals just closed. So
All right.
if you haven't renewed, it's not too late, but your TAC numbers did get pulled. So if you have not renewed yet, so you can still get your old TAC number if you act fast. However, at this point going forward, there's really no promises. You may be reissued a new TAC number, and in some cases, that's not a bad thing. I've had the same TAC number for a long time. Maybe it's time to sport a new one. What do you think?
Oh no, we're the 900s are reserved for Yankees.
Well, that's not true anymore.
Raft,
But at one time, that was the deal. The
Uh-oh.
900 series of TAC numbers were reserved for Yankees, Riff Raff, and Scallywags.
That's
Wow.
right, Scallywags.
Scallywags,
Forgot
yeah.
about
I don't
the
know how I didn't get
Scallywags.
one, but I got a 1100 one.
Yeah, yeah.
That's right. But every year we do have where somebody, for some reason or another, didn't hear about that they will lose their TAC number if they didn't renew by a certain date and get upset because their TAC number was reassigned to somebody else. And Gary has, really done his best to give everybody ample time to hear the message and to renew. So here we are, it's the 15th of
15th.
January.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So, we've really done everything we can.
We got a couple of weeks of grace out of that. So,
Yeah, it was a
Um,
big holiday season.
yeah.
Everybody's busy, but
You know, it's interesting how many people waited. Let's break. It's interesting how many people waited until December 31
Really?
to get their renewals in. And you know, the second from the last renewal on December 31 was our own Gary down there at the end. He's not here tonight.
Really?
But I'm looking forward to the opportunity to rib him about rolling
As
that
busy
right down
he
to
is
the
out of
end.
town and
That's
traveling,
all
I'm
the
surprised
time.
he remembered.
That's
Yeah,
right.
right.
So second from the last to renew. That was pretty impressive.
If you're watching, Gary, we still love you, buddy.
That's right. That's right.
All
So
right.
do we have a menu of dinner opportunities?
We certainly do. So,
You see how I did that?
Yes.
the
Nice.
upcoming
Smooth.
gatherings, okay, guys, simmer down, to tell you about this week that are right around the corner. Let's see. The meetups are a great way to meet fellow members in and around your area. So we'll start with the Kennesaw gathering. We'll have our next meet and greet on Tuesday, February 10th at noon at Old Town Grill on Cobb Parkway, around the corner from McCollum Airport in Kennesaw at noon. Bring your radio or mesh-tastic programming issues to discuss and resolve. They'll have a mobile test bench available after lunch where they can test and program the most popular radios or help you set up a mesh-tastic node. Please reach out to Ed, Atlanta 557, beforehand on the air or via email at wrqg806@gmail.com if you're planning to attend, so they hold enough seats and so they can try to have the right programming cables and software available. The Peachtree Corners Brunch Bunch meets the third Saturday of every month at JR's Log House in Peachtree Corners on 6601 Peachtree Industrial Boulevard and Peachtree Corners Circle, which is next to the bridge on top of the hill. Happy New Year, everyone. January 17th will be their first gathering of the year. So join everyone at JR's Log House Restaurant and discuss what you're looking forward to with your radio units this year. Also, who's coming to Tech Fest this January 31st? We're always available to answer any questions that you have. You can bring your equipment with you for on-site assistance. All radio enthusiasts, please join us for a tasty meal. Check Google for the extensive but affordable menu. So drop an email to Pamela at skygazerpamela849@gmail.com. Let me break. Again, that was Pamela at skygazerpamela849@gmail.com, and let her know you're coming and they'll save a spot for you. Reach out to Pamela, Atlanta 849, or Ernest, Atlanta 848 on the radio for a chair confirmation, unless you'd rather stand, which some people have been known to do. So if you have a message or questions, again, email Pamela at skygazerpamela849@gmail.com.
Are you going to take a stand?
We'll see, won't we? The Northeast crew will have their first lunch meetup of the new year on Wednesday, January 28th at 11 a.m. Rooster's Cafe in Dahlonega is still the place to be on the last Wednesday of the month. If you like to hang out with other radio people, feel free to join them. Contact Bobby, Atlanta 403, or Joe, Gainesville 44, if you have any questions.
You know, both of those guys have amateur call signs. I'm gonna have to find out what they are. I don't know anybody's
what they
call
are.
sign. Do you know anybody's call signs?
I have a sheet on my desk.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, I need to update it. It's already outdated already.
Okay.
But yeah, I have to look quite often.
Oh yeah.
On who's
Yeah.
who and
Yeah,
what.
so Bobby, when we do the amateur side of things, I'm going to need you to update the list.
Yes.
Put your amateur call signs in there for
Is
me.
he at the Vortex again tonight? Too?
I'm sure he is.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, and just a side note, Gary said he forgot to renew, so he's wanted to know who to call.
Okay. Yeah, just go
Yeah, that
online.
Gary.
Yeah, just go online
Yeah.
and do your renewal online.
Yeah.
And follow that up with an email to Gary at NGGMRS.org.
That Gary could help the other Gary, you think?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. And that's it. If you have any questions, comments, or news to share, please send an email to Justin at NGGMRS.org. And we're back to net control. So what do you have?
Well, I think I actually had that the other day.
Did you?
Yeah, the varsity.
Yeah.
I did.
Did
yeah.
you?
Yeah, I had the regular, the number one, I guess they call it, with the hot dogs and the
That's been a
French
while.
fries.
I
and
can't believe you did that.
Yeah, every now and then
Woo.
I go do the varsity. It's just,
Did you walk to the varsity?
Yeah, I did.
You did?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a block away.
Yeah, I saw your building as we were going
Right.
on our trip. And I
Yeah.
was like, oh,
So
there it is.
there it is. Yeah. I mean, it's the closest place you can possibly go for lunch. Let me break. 1,000. 1,000. Okay. So yeah, actually went to the varsity, and it was just as mediocre as it as it always is. The fries
Right.
were pretty okay. I really like their fries, but the Coney dogs are.
I think we've been spoiled in Indiana. I mean, it just does not compare.
So the Cincinnati chili that we enjoyed tonight.
Right.
So what we do with that is that's going to become Coney sauce the next time we break that out. So Julie's going to freeze that, and then we'll break it out again, and we'll have chili dogs with the Cincinnati chili, and it makes a
make good.
wonderful chili dog.
It really does.
Yeah, way
It's
better
pretty good.
than the varsity.
Varsity.
But I'm a Yankee, so maybe the varsity holds something maybe a little more dear to the local community here. But I'm not a diehard. A couple times a year, 3-4 times a year is
Yeah.
about enough for me. Once every quarter ish.
Well, there's
hit the
one in
varsity.
Barrett
Yes.
Parkway. Is that one still down there?
Yes. It
Okay.
is.
It might be. I've been by it several times, but I mean, if you're going to go to the varsity, you really
Go
do need to
downtown.
go down.
Midtown.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I guess if you go downtown, that for people that don't go downtown a lot, okay, we're gonna go by the varsity. and eat.
Oh yeah. I
That's-
mean, because you have to experience the whole thing. The homeless people out on the sidewalks.
What do you have? What do you
and
have? What do you
What do you
have?
have? And yeah, that whole environment. It's all just part of the magic of the varsity. All right. So I think at this time we're going to go ahead and start taking check-ins. How do we do check-ins on the ARA? Oh, the first thing to know is when we do check-ins on ARA is we
Big
don't
difference.
we don't do in and outs. So you can tell us that you're in and out, and you might even say that you're short time, but we're going to call on you anyway. So just be forewarned. And with that, let's go ahead and open it up for check-ins from any of the North Georgia ARA repeaters. Net control standing by.
This is KR4EKH, Dan from Marietta on an HT, checking in and out on an HT that has sort of a weak battery. That's why I'm checking in and out, but I will be monitoring as long as I can.
I missed that.
This is Ernest in Duluth, KQ4MKS, Kilo Quebec 4, Mike Kilo Sierra, checking in, checking out. Have a great net.
This is Kilo Zero Alpha Mike Tango. Kilo Zero Alpha Mike Tango. This is Colt coming to you from the carpet capital of the world, Dalton, Georgia.
This is November
November 0 Delta Lima Mike.
Noodle.
Dana from Dahlonega. I'll be in and out.
This is Kilo 4 Kilo Oscar Papa, K4 KOP, Mark in Rome, checking in.
You got a paper log I can catch up to
Yeah.
if you miss one.
You missed the
This is
Tim.
This is K4HDE, Houston and Austell, checking in on the Buckhead repeater.
Good old Houston.
Is it pulling it up if you don't capitalize it or not?
Yes.
Okay, I haven't been watching you. So.
Uh-oh. What's happening?
Tell it no.
Okay.
Where am I at? I'll go up and take that spot.
Did you get the first one?
Yes, I got it.
Do you want me to read it to you?
No.
Oh, you
Got a YouTube one as well.
All right, let me go ahead and acknowledge some of our check-ins here. Some of these are from YouTube, and some of these are from over the air. So on YouTube, I believe we have KR4, India Victor November, James in Ackworth. We have W4, GMB, Gary in Noonan. We have KQ4, PFB Mark in Adairsville. We have KQ4WZN Brett in Hiram. We have KR4 EKH Dan in Marietta. We have KQ4 MKS Ernest in Duluth. And we have K0 AMT. I'm not sure I copied that correctly, but anyway, that's going to be Colt in Dalton. We'll get that straightened out here at some point. And also we have the Noodle, N0DLM. Dana from Hyatop Mount Olympus is in with us tonight. We have K4KOP, Mark in Rome. K4HDE, Houston in Austell on the Buckhead machine. And on YouTube we have KO4 MKP Jim in Hickson. And we have... I don't see a call sign there. We have a guest YouTube check-in from Shanna in Canton. Is that right?
Shauna.
Shanna. So I don't see a U in there. How am I supposed to know that's Shauna?
I didn't name her.
Oh man, I got in trouble for calling a Shanna Shauna once. So
Did you?
I'm a little gun shy on the Shanna Shauna thing.
She's
but
used
Shauna,
to it.
Shauna is
She's
it.
really used to it.
All right. Sorry about that. I will endeavor to get that right. Just I've blown it today though.
And if you are listening on YouTube, and put your name and where you're at. If you
Yeah.
don't have a call sign.
Yeah.
You're just listening.
Yeah, that's right. And you can check in as a YouTube guest. We'll take guest check-ins from the YouTube audience and go ahead and get them in the log. Obviously, if you're checking in on YouTube, it's a little bit hard to interact, but go ahead and throw your comments in there as the program goes, and if we see that, we'll try to bring it to the air and incorporate that into the conversation tonight. So, yeah. So Rogers, I see you're in there.
Rogers is here.
Yeah.
I'm in today. Just
In-
having a little fun. Oh, tried to bring myself up on the box, but
Did you break it?
almost.
Oh, you got
almost.
Julie in there twice.
Yeah. So
I like it.
Oh, they're right.
There we are.
There we go.
We're all there.
So we're
And
all here
Carl.
today, having fun.
Very good. Very good. Let me break. Oh, well, you were up there at one time. I think you got...
How did Dana get up top?
I'm not sure, but I see NODLM has bumped KN4HYM. So
he had lucky number 13 down there when he.
yeah, I'm not sure how that happened, but maybe that's why it didn't populate because it's a duplicate. I'm not sure.
That's what I'm thinking.
Did Colt check in there twice?
No.
All right. Well, let's go ahead
Colt's just a problem.
and break and see if we have any additional check-ins. And we'll take one more round of check-ins here. We'll take another round of check-ins before we close the program, but we'll take another round right here and now for any additional check-ins for tonight's program.
Net control.
That sounds like Bobby.
This is KQ4MJL. Bobby at the Vortex over in Cleveland. Net control, this is Kilo Zero, Alpha Mike Tango, Colt in downtown Dalton. Just clarifying that's K0 AMT is my call sign. K0 Alpha Mike Tango.
He's already.
Yeah.
This is KQ4 MJO, Joe, Cleveland, Georgia. In and out.
What was Joe's?
KQ4MJO.
Colts doesn't come up either way, does it?
Yeah. All right. We're going to go ahead and acknowledge this last round here. Kilo Zero, Alpha Mike Tango, Colt. We've got you in here. For whatever reason, it's just not populating with your info, but I'm pretty sure Colt's from Dalton. Is that not right?
Yep.
That's what he said.
I'll bet Colt will know, because the question that I'm hearing is at the Dalton Hamfest, will there be amateur radio testing? So, Colt, since you are the Dalton representative, we'll be asking you some of those questions, just as fair warning. Also, we heard from KQ4MJL, and that would be Bobby at the Vortex. And also from Cleveland, we have KQ4MJO, Joe in Cleveland. So got you guys both in there. And with that, I think we're going to head to the top of the roster. And looks like, I don't know, I think we're just going to start off with the Noodle.
The Noodle? Yeah,
he's inserted himself up there.
He did go up there, didn't he?
Yeah. So we'll do that.
I didn't put his name up there.
Yeah, maybe I did, but I'm pretty sure. You know what? Now that I think of it, I think his name was there by default, and I put Julie's name in the second line in the incorrect roster, and that's when I realized this is not the right roster. So, all right. So, Julie, I think if you wanna sneak out, we'll let Carl.
Awesome.
Slide in and
All right, I'll let him take my spot. Very good.
All right.
Well, good night, everyone.
Thank you, Julie.
Good night.
Good night, Julie.
Oh, you know what I forgot to ask you?
Uh-oh.
You. Yeah. So the Birmingham Hamfest.
Yes.
Do you think we can come up with a place to stay?
I think that's highly possible.
All right. So we'll have to work that. So, because I did make mention that we were going to be there.
We, as in you and me?
Yeah.
Oh. How am I going to break away from the little one?
Let them bring her.
All right. Sounds good.
All right.
Good night, everyone.
Okay. So Carl, when you speak into that microphone, you got to get right up into it like we are, and then the folks will hear you. And remember, your camera is
Yeah,
right
my
there
camera's inside the.
in the teleprompter. Yeah. So, all right. So tonight's topic is 2026 and what ARA has in store. We have a list of repeaters. Maybe we can get WB4 GMB to post that schedule of coming repeaters, and we can go off of that. I'm not sure which ones are coming up,
But we're
and
getting
which ones
5 more
are
this,
next
this year.
Yeah,
That's
we're
the
scheduled
goal.
for 5 more this year, and I think the hardware's already been secured.
Yeah.
It's just a matter of getting out to the tower sites and getting everything.
Locations as well, right? They've been listed, I think.
And I have it right here. Did you want to hear it?
Yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah. So
Let's break.
All right. So, as far as what we have right now, this Buckhead, Biscayne, Karahi Mountain, Hobbit,
Currahee.
Hobbit, Fort Mountain, and under construction is Mount Alto, Dallas, and do you want to say the planning as well? Coming soon.
What is the coming soon?
Coming soon is a future of Zebulon. That's coming soon.
Okay.
I see another one that says High Shoals and Noonan. So all coming soon.
All right. So Noonan, I think, is going to be very soon, and then those other two, High Shoals and what was the other one? Zebulon will be coming probably sometime in the first quarter. And then we'll have a couple more to add in there. Now the the Dallas site, we're not going to be locating there, so we'll have to scratch that one off the list. And we are searching for a replacement site for that. So I don't know what that's going to be. I don't even know if it's going to be in the Dallas area. But we are on the lookout for a site to replace that location. All right. So, is there anybody you want to say hi to? You've already said hi to your dad.
I'm trying to see, think about who would be on the live right now.
Well, they can watch it on YouTube later as well.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Well, hello to anybody you know that I don't know who might know me, but I don't know you. But it's good to know that you're here. Yeah. Hello.
Welcome,
right.
Carl.
All right. So there's Carl. And
Just like talking on the radio, dude. It really is.
Yeah, except I've got the PTT and your hands free.
Yep.
So all right, you would think that would help with logging, but I just can't. I can't put I need Mike to do the logging for us.
Yeah, I know. That's why I have a pencil and piece of paper over here.
That's right. All right. So
old school.
I don't know that we got everybody acknowledged. Do we get all the acknowledgments? Because I don't remember.
Yeah, I think you did.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I do remember Joe.
I mean, we have several GMRS on the YouTube side.
Okay. All right, I'll let you work on those, and so let's go up to the list here. And Carl, you are first on the list. So, do you have any questions, or do you have any thoughts about what North Georgia ARA should do in 2026? What's most exciting to you about the amateur radio side of things?
What I'm really most excited about is that you guys now have a amateur radio association now. It used to be only GMRS, but now as we're coming into 2026, you now have NGARA. Is that how you say it?
I've heard it pronounced that
Yeah.
way.
Yeah, North Georgia.
I don't think there's anything wrong with that. It's just hard for me to. I don't know that I can say that way.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's a valid. I refer to it as ARA or NGARA.
Yeah.
NGARA is another thing that I've heard people make mention of, and I think that's fine. Yeah.
But one thing some people might like to test out is not only analog mode. There's a lot of people out there, DMR, NXDN, P25. Maybe that's something, maybe in the future or somewhere in the time being of ARA, maybe have one of those as your repeaters in a digital mode.
I'd say there's a high probability that something like that is going to happen. I don't know exactly what the timing of that's going to be. Probably unlikely that we'll do it this year.
Yeah.
But we're definitely, and we've already talked a little bit about digital modes. I think we want to kick this thing off as an analog platform, at least for now. But no one here is really allergic to the idea of moving into a digital platform in some capacity. So I don't know if it makes sense to make all of the linked repeaters DMR repeaters, but certainly we could stand up something at the flagship site, and maybe we would use the Bisky repeater as DMR at flagship and let everything else be analog. I'm not sure exactly what that looks like, but we have lots of options.
I know there's already a P25 ham repeater on that mountain where those repeaters are, flagship and ARA's repeater. But
I don't really know. We'll have to ask somebody who does know. So yeah. So with that in mind, in 2026, when do you think you'll have your amateur license? And are you going to become a member of ARA this year?
Oh yeah. When I get my amateur license, what I'm thinking about getting is maybe 31st when I go to the what is it called?
The GARS Tech Fest.
The GARS Tech Fest is when I think I'm gonna try to take the test there.
And we'll talk with Colt here in just a little bit. And when we do, we'll ask him about amateur radio testing at the Dalton Ham Fest coming up in February. So,
what have you been using to study, Carl?
What is that? Ham radio prep.
Ham radio prep?
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good.
Did you pay for that, or are you just using the book?
I don't remember. I think I paid for it.
Okay.
And I'm using both, so.
Yeah. So let me break. So if you're paying for it, then you have access to the stuff that's on the internet and all the videos. How are you using the videos?
Sometimes then and there, but I usually just do the practice.
The practice tests.
Yeah.
And the quizzes. And that's a good way to go too. They say that once you're getting consistent about passing, if you can score 70 or better,
right,
and you can do that consecutively, then go ahead and take your test. Are you at that point yet?
I mean, I did take it 2 times, but I mean, I didn't really pass those. But I think I can get it the third time. Because, the third time is a charm.
Yep.
So.
Sorry about that.
You're good.
I got one of these.
Yeah.
Cures everything.
Nice.
Cough wise. We'll see. All right. Well, good stuff. Well, good luck on testing. And for whatever reason, if you don't achieve the tech and the general and the extra at GARS Tech Fest, you realize, see, this is something I didn't know when I took my first test as a technician. Julie and I both tested together and we passed. And I turned in my test sheet to get scored. And the guy says, hold on a minute. Let me run through this real quick. Do you want the general? Well, I didn't know anything about the general. So he went ahead and gave me the test for the general right there after I'd passed the technician. I hadn't spent any time studying for the general. And I really wish that I had, because I missed the general by one question. And had I spent just a little bit of time studying, I probably could have gotten them both. So a lot of the material that you are studying for technician overlaps the material for general. A lot of that is the same. The general is a little bit more advanced than the technician, so there are some differences. But I think if you just spend a little bit of time studying the general material, you'll be able to get it.
Oh yeah, yeah. It's also I have school and I got to do schoolwork, but it's also mixes in with that. But I usually just squeeze it in a little bit.
Yeah, I think
it's better than schoolwork though, isn't it? A little bit.
Yeah, a little bit. But quite honestly, you've got a couple of weeks before the GARS Tech Fest, and if you just spend 15 minutes a day, you just set a timer on your phone, 15 minutes. All right, pull up the app. And you start going through the questions, 15 minutes a day for the next 2 weeks, and I can't understand how you wouldn't just blow that away. So, and it's an easy thing to say, 15 minutes a day, that's no big deal, right? Anybody can do that. But the reality is that life happens, and sometimes it gets tough to carve out 15 minutes a day.
Yeah, I think I could do that for sure.
So, as a New Year's resolution, I committed, and Tony, I don't know if you'll appreciate this or not, but I've committed to 15 minutes of running every day.
Okay.
So, in on any day that I miss
Rogers, yeah.
That's.
Are you here?
I need to join. I need
Okay,
to do
15
some
minutes a
running,
day.
too.
and it's just 15 minutes. It's no big deal.
Right.
So on any day that I don't get my 15 minutes in, because life happens.
It does.
That's the way it is. So then I just add that to the next day. So like
what are
if
you
I
up to now?
about 3 weeks.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's what I thought. That's where I thought that was going.
If I can start
Yeah.
running now and
I
run
didn't do any
continuously
New
for
Year's
3 weeks, I'll be caught up.
resolutions. Yeah.
Yeah.
Roger, did you do any New Year's resolution?
No, because they always get broken. Or I just say I'm going to try to every day. I'm going to do a little bit better.
Just be better.
1% better.
Just be better. I like that.
That's
though.
great.
So
Yeah.
it won't be long, and you'll be up to a month.
Yeah, by the end of the week.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. So 15 minutes a day. That's all.
That's nothing. 15 minutes is nothing.
Yeah. All right then. Let's see who we have next. It looks like KR4 IVN James in Ackworth. James, what excites you about North Georgia ARA, and what are you looking forward to in 2026 from us? And yeah, let's just go with that.
What's that blue light for?
That's for the VHF radio. We're not using that. All right, KR4 IVN. James, are you there? Well, he might be there. He's not going to answer because he's a YouTube check-in. All right. So thanks for that check-in, James. Sorry about that. I just spaced it there.
He might have
for a
been
minute.
hollering at his phone. Or
Yeah, I bet he was.
And I
yeah.
see on YouTube he says, "Sorry, no radio."
Yeah, no worries. That's my bad. Sorry about that, James. It says so
it's our
right here in
first time
front of
here.
me, and yeah, we're gonna make lots of mistakes until we figure out how to do this. But yeah, good stuff. We'll keep right on moving here. We've got W4 GMB. He's telling me that we have to identify every 10 minutes or something. So
Who's telling you that?
the boss.
Oh.
Yeah. So
Well, he didn't renew anyway, so.
he didn't renew.
Well, that's what he said.
Mm.
Oh, that's the other side. He didn't renew on the other side.
On the other side, that could very well be. Yeah. So is he gonna lose his TAC number?
He might.
I might have to.
See if you can get that one.
Yeah, see if I can become Atlanta 6-0.
Yeah, Atlanta 6-0.
I don't know. Not sure I want that call sign actually. All right. So KN4 HYN, and you are
Atlanta. There we go.
Atlanta. There's our second one.
November. N4 TVZ.
And,
Tony.
And KR4 HBU Rogers.
All right. All right. So with that, we've got Mark KQ4 PFB is a YouTube check-in, as well as Brett. We have KQ4 WZN. On the air, we have KR4EKH Dan in Marietta. Dan, same question. What excites you about NGARA, and what are you looking forward to from us in 2026? How about a Dan? KR4EKH. Are you out there? All right, we're going to keep right on trucking here, and we're going to go next to Ernest, KQ4MKS. Ernest, same question. What are you looking forward to in 2026? One of the things that I'm curious about is, repeater activities in amateur radio are one thing, but there's so many more things that we can do. What are your interests outside of just being on the repeater? Ernest, what do you have for us?
KQ4MKS, Kilo Quebec 4, Mike Kilo Sierra. Well, Justin, don't have a whole lot. Just try to improve the radio installations that I have and try to do something with that tower that I inherited. But other than that, just pretty much same old, same old.
Tower projects. We've had our share of those in 2025, and you've seen the tower here. It has the potential for up to 100 feet, but right now it's only about 3 feet high.
3 feet.
About 3 feet,
Laying on its side.
So it's a horizontal structure at the moment. Maybe one day it'll be vertical, but there's no such thing as a free tower, is there?
No, but there is a free salad.
The free salad is something that we could acquire,
Mm-hmm.
but we'll learn more about that here in just a moment. Thanks for that, Ernest. Yeah, improving our stations, that's something, there's really no end to that.
No.
There's always, and we talk about this in the GMRS side of things. The first thing we need to accomplish is to get on the air. Right, Carl? Get on the air.
Yes.
Yeah, get on the air.
That's the first thing. We make lots of mistakes along the way, and we might maybe we buy a cheap radio and we're not happy with it. So the next thing we have to do is buy a better radio. Mm-hmm. And we keep making incremental improvements. Well, once we get into a base station, then we have all kinds of things to consider there as well.
Right.
Are you going to mount the antenna on your chimney? Are you going to stick it in the attic? Are you going to put it on the side of your house? Do you have a tower? Or what are you going to do about grounding? What are you going to do about your quality of your audio? Is there a buzz in your station? Are there other things like that you need to make improvements on? Is your station comfortable to sit at and use? Maybe improvements to your radio station have more to do with creature comforts than technology.
A new chair.
A new chair is sometimes an important thing, especially if you're spending a lot of time in that chair doing things. So that's an important consideration. Always opportunities to make improvements to our radio stations. We're making improvements to Vanguard all the time.
Right.
So,
and it's not something you have to do all of them at once. You don't.
That's right.
You can be on a handheld at home and still get some decent coverage.
Yeah, and I think the key is that we first get on the air, and then we make incremental improvements as time and money allows. Looks like that computer just crashed. At
the same time, we get a anonymous YouTube chime in saying Windows.
Windows. New Windows.
Little weird. Okay.
Well, that is a Windows 10 machine.
Would the stream still continue?
The stream will still continue, so we're fine as far as that goes. We should be good. So go ahead and just force the reboot on that machine, and I think we'll be able to recover. Let me break. All right. With that, let's go ahead and continue on. Next, we have Colt K0 Alpha Mike Tango. Colt, we're going to talk a little bit about the Dalton Hamfest, and then I'd like to hear what your interests are from North Georgia ARA in 2026. But first and foremost, where do you take the test at the Dalton Hamfest? Because it's not right there on the fairgrounds, is it?
Does he know?
Kilo Zero Alpha Mike Tango, Colt from the carpet capital of the world, Dalton, Georgia. I think they're going to do it across the street. I'll have to text the VE and ask him, the guy that's over that. But I think they're going to do it. They call it the Yellowstone Grill, which used to be I forget the name of that diner it was. across the street. But for sure, they're going to be doing multiple nights and multiple times of VE sessions or testing sessions. And Adult and Hamfest is always a very large, very great place to be, especially in the Boneyard. The Boneyard's normally full of great and lovely things. But I'm not really sure. But I do know there will be plenty of testing for Carl. And if Carl has any concern about taking the test, that kid can program a Harris radio, which is probably one of the hardest radios to program. So if you can figure that out, Carl, you can figure out your tech class, no problem. One thing that I'm excited about is it's new and it's great. You're building new things, as Walt Disney would do, and it's a blank page. You can do whatever you want to do, or we can do whatever we want to do it together with, and that's pretty exciting. So back to y'all. Oh, yeah, and by the way, the other thing that I'm excited about with North Georgia ARA is the great beard game from their host on YouTube. Y'all's beard game has definitely improved over 2025. Back to y'all on that control.
Well, Rogers wants to say thank you for that comment. He appreciates you recognizing his beard game is on par.
It's it's a little chilly out, so why not grow it out a little bit? Give
Yeah.
you the extra little warmth when you go out.
That's right. And this is the thing that happens with age, is that gravity just brings your hair from up here to down here, and it's just a gravity thing.
Yeah.
So and Tony may have missed out on that, but Colt wanted to compliment you, Tony, on your beard game.
Well, he was complimenting Rogers on YouTube, so
Yeah.
appreciate it.
So good stuff.
And that's actually where I got my general. I forgot that's.
Oh, so you got the free salad?
No, I didn't get the.
You
I didn't know about getting a free salad when I took the test.
Oh,
So I took
the
my
deal
test and ran out.
The deal at the Yellowstone. Well, okay, let me back up a little bit because it used to be Western Sizzlin'.
Yeah. Okay.
And so the deal at the Western Sizzlin' was that if you pass your technician or an upgrade,
Okay.
and you bring your 605 form up to the cashier, you will get a free salad with the purchase of a buffet.
With the purchase of the buffet, the salad.
The salad is free.
Free. Okay.
If you've
I
got
meant
your
with the
if you've got your 605 form.
So
So
they don't do 605 forms anymore.
Well, and it's not the
Not there,
Western
at least.
Sizzlin' anymore either. So I don't really know how any of that works,
Yeah,
and
they,
maybe they just don't do free salads.
It's all they do it
Anymore.
online now. So they either have an iPad or a computer for you to use to take your test.
So how do you get a salad out of that?
Maybe
Mike
that's why I
may
missed
be the
one.
last one
I think Mike was.
to
Mike.
ever get
A free salad.
A free salad. So I guess that makes him legendary.
Well, other things I think make him legendary, but yeah, the salad does make it.
No, I think I really think it's just the salad.
Well, okay.
Just the salad.
I had you, Mike.
So good stuff. All right. Did we have anything? Did we cover everything with Colt? Do we know where to get? So if you're going to take the test, Colt, do you know how much it is?
Colt say he was going. Are you going, Colt?
Well, of course he's going. He's
Okay.
right there in Dalton. How could he not go?
All right.
Colt, are you going to the Dalton Ham Fest?
I am. And if y'all want to do, I tell you, I'm more excited about y'all coming to the carpet capital of the world, Dalton, Georgia, so that I can take y'all to get the best authentic Mexican food that you've ever had in your entire life. So for me, that's the only reason I'm going, so I can take y'all afterwards, not to the Yellowstone, but to get some street tacos on the wrong side of the tracks. Back to y'all.
I didn't realize you could get the best Mexican food in Dalton.
Yeah,
It's good to know.
I'm interested. I'm curious now.
I thought you could only get that in Mexico. Real.
I would think so, but
Well, you would think so, Carl, but I tell you, there are some Mexican restaurants right here in Woodstock that are, they're as authentic as it gets. You know, when you go to La Paria and it says authentic Mexican food, I'm telling you right here and now, it's not. What Americans think of as Mexican food is not what Mexicans really eat.
Yeah.
And if you want to know what Mexicans really eat, there are a handful of restaurants right here in the Woodstock area where Eldon, for one. The Eldon restaurant.
it's-
Have you ever been?
It's right over there, right?
Yeah. That is authentic.
That's real.
They don't even speak English.
Where's
They're not
this
even
at?
trying.
Eldon.
The Eldon.
If you go out by the Walmart,
Yeah.
go to the blue gas station. I call it the blue gas station because it's blue.
Yeah, yeah, they have the taco truck right over here,
Right.
but they have a restaurant down there at 92 and Bell's Ferry.
And there's
And the restaurant is where the real
Is it?
south of the border experience happens. So
Okay.
you got to check out the restaurant. I definitely, that is what I would say is authentic Mexican food, because I can't pronounce anything on the menu. I just have to point to the menu, and that looks like something that I'm not afraid to eat. There are things on their menu that look like I would be afraid to eat. So if you're an adventurous eater, the Eldon is, and I'll tell you, everything I've had there has been outstanding. It's great food, good prices. So highly recommend that. I don't know what we'll have in the beautiful downtown Dalton on the wrong side of the tracks.
I'm hoping warm weather.
Yeah, well, I mean, warmer's a relative thing. It could be warmer than this and still be very
Warmer
cold.
than last year.
Warmer than last year would be nice. I'm gonna bring the patio heater again. So we'll have the North Georgia GMRS warming station, just like we had last year. So be planning on coming by and visiting for a few minutes while you warm your hands up.
Now that I think about it, that's the first time I met you.
Is that right?
Yeah.
The
In the boneyard.
at
In
the
the warming station. Yeah.
I'm hoping to set up in the same spot. I'm gonna endeavor to get right there. We'll set up two
out and say hi.
canopies. We'll set up two tables. One of them will be green. One of them will be orange. And yeah, we'll make that happen. I missed my my orange shirt.
Did you get it orange?
Yeah, I've got one. I just didn't even occur to me to break that out.
how much are the green shirts? How much are the
Do we have green shirts available now? I think we do.
Do we?
But I don't know the answer to that question, Carl. Let me break. I'll have to do some research and get back with you on that. I think that the green shirts are available.
I know we were revamping something with them.
Yeah, they'll be through the same
Store.
store the orange shirts are available. So we'll have to check into that. All right, Colt. Thanks for all of that, and hopefully the free salad continues. But I don't know if the 605 form isn't available. I don't know how you're going to.
Yeah, I don't know how they tell them.
How you can demonstrate to the cashier that you should get a free salad.
Well, just go ahead and buy the buffet, and somebody will come tell you about the salad.
I think that's the way to go. Is just get the buffet, and but only if you pass. If you don't pass, then you're probably going to have to pay for your salad and the buffet. So, all right. With that, let's continue on. It's time for Noodle. N0DLM. Dana from high atop Mount Olympus. We were going to go to Dana first, and I don't know what happened. I missed him. So, Dana,
It's
are
the
you?
first time doing this?
Yeah, it is my first time. Dana, are you with us?
Yes, November 0 Delta Lima Mike and 0 DLM. I sure am. And good evening to you, Justin. And man, you're putting that poor kid on the spot so much. Carl, great to hear you on. You're doing a great job. Rogers, hey, Tony, man,
Yes, sir.
you got it, buddy. And of course, I do believe Gary is there as well. What do I expect for the new year? Well, the already noted progress is going to be a huge thing. I'm going to continue to be more of a private supporter for both networks, and hey, great things are going to be happening. So, with that being said, I'll turn it back over to you.
Yes, indeed. Big things are afoot. And I know that Gary has been busy down there at the Hobbit Communications radio shop, putting repeaters together and making things happen and getting all things ready for what's coming in the coming year. So I don't know. We haven't talked specifically about what the schedule is in regard to the next couple of repeaters. But as Rogers pointed out on that coming soon list of repeaters, I think those are the ones that are planned to come up next. Rogers, do you remember what those are? Is that right here on this page?
Yeah, this screen went out, so we have it up here. It's a little blurry though. I know Zello is coming soon. Mount Shoals, and I can't read the last
Noonan.
one. Noonan.
The other is that the 440 Noonan?
Yeah. Well, Noonan will be the 2 meter, I believe.
Oh, is it?
I can't read that at all. So, if you want to see what we're looking at, just go to the webpage. And it's funny enough, it actually looks clear in the live stream as compared to what it looks like in our program page. So
Yeah. Okay.
that's
good.
very odd. In any case, we do have some more repeaters coming. The Dallas location, we're going to have to rework that. We're not going to be installing a repeater at Dallas, but we'll find a spot. We've got lots of opportunities, and I don't think we'll have any trouble getting a repeater stood up at one of these sites.
The Noonan one's the only 2 meter one out of the bunch, correct?
That's right.
Okay.
That's right. Yeah.
All the other ones are 440.
That's right. And I think it was just a kind of a lucky spot that we were able to get Sarah coordination on that 2 meter. 2 meters hard to get coordination on, whereas
So many around here.
440 is pretty wide open. So,
Right.
I think it would have been cool if we could have gotten coordination on a bunch of 2 meter repeaters, but we know how to do 440. It's
I know for around
UHF
here,
is
that's
UHF.
True. Yeah, but around here there's a ton of 2 meter repeaters.
Yeah, there sure are. So, all right. Thanks for that, Dana. And Dana, what do you have? What do you have planned for your station in 2026?
He just got a new radio, didn't he? Didn't you, Dana? I think you got a new radio.
Yeah, he did, didn't he? What did he get?
Early Christmas present.
Was it a Flex radio?
No, I think it was an ICOM.
Probably an ICOM. So he can only monitor.
So I can only monitor. Yes, ICOM 7300, and I'm sure enjoying talking globally. I actually have a QRZ logbook now that is worth looking at. So that, and I got a new NX 1800. So yeah, what else? I got a couple other radios looking at me here. Another 8180 and a DB50. So my station, I'm not going to go into it, but I'm suffering from a pretty high SWR situation right now, and I think it's all because I turned my mast. Not sure. Anyway, so we'll give it back to you, and I'm just going to sit back and have some fun.
Well, very nice. Looking at the photo of your station, it's pretty
I think
clear
he needs a desk.
That before he can add any more radios, he's going to need another chair.
Another chair and another desk.
A bigger chair.
Because the picture we're looking at, Dana, doesn't even have any of the new radios that you mentioned on it.
Yeah, so he's got some mighty fine large speakers there.
Yeah.
And I don't even know. 6, 7, 8. How many radios are there? 13? 21?
3, 4,
I don't know. There's a bunch of radios there.
Yes.
So nice, and like you say, his latest acquisitions aren't even in that photo. So we'll have to figure out how he's going to add more equipment. And one of the things, all the kidding aside, one of the things that you might be looking at with SWR is feed line. I think that most often our SWR issues are going to be in our feed line. And I can tell you from experience, one issue that I had when I suddenly started getting poor signal reports and noticed that the SWR had gone very high on my antenna system in back in my 2 meter when I had a 2 meter station up. What I ended up finding was water and coax. So and it's that time of year. Moisture can get into our connectors. And it gets into most bizarre places. You think you have something protected under the eaves, or it's protected from the elements in some way, but moisture finds a way to get into places that are often very surprising. So one thing to just be mindful of is you may just have to take it all apart and put the blow dryer on it, and you might even have to let it air dry for a day or two, and then put it together and see if you're good. So fortunately, with the cable that I had, I was able to dry it out and get back in good shape. But if you get water intrusion, into the inner insulator,
Yeah, you're done.
You
got to cut it out if you can find it.
If you can find it, and there's really no good way of knowing how much of the cable got saturated and how wet it is, and it's always going to be a variable. So once that happens, I think your best bet is to just replace that run. So hopefully we don't run into that kind of an expense.
And it's kind of hard to have that mindset. You need to spend the money, the most money you can, on the best quality cable you can afford.
That is going to be, especially in UHF, that's going to be an important consideration in building a quality station. And I think Ernest has probably learned that lesson as well. I mean, you can do a lot of things, but there's a lot of shortcuts that you can take. We can oftentimes find radios very inexpensively, but if we try to cheap out on our antenna system, in particular the feed line, in UHF it's a lot less forgiving than in HF or VHF. So it's one area where we really have to pay attention to length of our feed line, proper grounding, and make sure that we have a good watertight installation. So, all right. Well, very good stuff, Dana, and look forward to hearing more from you as the season continues. Next on the list, we have K4KOP, K-pop. We've got Mark up in Rome. Mark, what are you looking forward to out of North Georgia ARA in 2026?
K4KOP, net control. Were you calling me? The repeater timed out.
That's what that red light means.
Yeah.
Mm.
Carl, gotta watch the red light.
You gotta watch the red light.
Okay.
Yeah.
And if you see it go off, that doesn't mean Justin saw it. So maybe just smack it over.
Oh yeah.
What's up, Mark?
That's right, Mark. We were calling out for you and asking what you're looking forward to out of North Georgia ARA in 2026.
All righty, K4KOP here, Mark in Rome. Hello, Justin, Tony, Rogers, and Carl. Good to see you, Carl. We got to spend some time with you at the Stone Mountain Ham Fest, so it's good to see you out there. I've got a wish list here. I'm gonna run down that real quick. Let me reset real quick. All right, of course, I'm looking forward to the Rome repeater getting stood up. That'll be great. I get real good service out of Fort Mountain here, and occasionally I get good service out of Biscayne here in Rome, so it'll be great to see that repeater come up. Also, I'm looking forward to Facebook kind of being a place where we can get together and share ideas, and so I'd like to see the Facebook page get up and going. I know that's been a good tool for members to get on Messenger. We've got some chat groups to talk about radios and equipment and kind of have a little get-together there and plan stuff. So let me reset again. And then I would be super proud if we could get to something together for Summer Field Day as a radio club. That I think with all the talent that we've got and all the people in the club, that we could put on a good field day. So that I think that would be a lot of fun. I think we've got some time to plan it. So, everything takes effort, I know. And then also, lastly, it'd be cool to see an HF net on 40 or 80 from the club so we could test our equipment. Let me reset one more time. And then I will be going to Dalton, of course. I go to Dalton every year. It's a great ham fest. I would recommend, if you're going to test there, to bring some earplugs. It's kind of loud in that restaurant, and I get distracted easily. So it's a great place to test, but you might need to quiet it down with some earplugs. So that's what I've got, Justin. Back to you.
Well, that's a great suggestion, Mark. Earplugs. You're right. It is a. I mean, it's a working restaurant, and it's a popular restaurant.
Yeah, I mean, it's
busy.
a banquet room in the back, but still, there's a lot of people there.
It's a really thin partition between that
Right.
banquet room in the back and where everybody else is. So, if you're easily distracted, then some means of blocking out some of that noise could be an important thing. So that's a great observation I hadn't really considered. So good stuff. And if anybody learns that the free salad is still available, we'd love to hear about it for the Dalton Ham Fest. So
And some great ideas from Mark.
Yeah.
Going forward.
Well, I think summer field day is that's something we just got to do. I
I
mean,
know
we got a
winter's
great
coming up
location.
in a couple weeks, but
Yeah,
it's a little short.
it's a little short. Winter Ham Fest or Winter Field Day. I'm sorry, we did that one year up at Chester Frost Free Park up in Chattanooga, up in Hickson area.
Okay.
We did that with Vanguard before Vanguard was like this, and Vanguard didn't have any furniture, it didn't have any heat, it didn't have, and it was a pretty tough exercise. Excuse me.
It's a little cold too.
Right. Once we get Studio B operational, it'll be a lot easier to deploy Vanguard for things like summer or winter field day. And
That'd be good.
yeah, so I think that'll make a big difference. We have a great location for field day.
Yeah.
Right up there at Flagship.
There you go. Yeah.
So
that
I
would
think
work.
I think we can definitely plan for something up there, and would love to host a field day event on the summit there at Flagship. So we'll definitely plan for something along that line. I'll put you in charge of the details there, Mark.
Roger that. I knew that was coming. I would love to. I would love to help out any chance I get.
All right, well, good stuff, and that's some great suggestions. With that, let's continue on. We heard from K4HDE Houston in Austell on the Buckhead machine. Houston, what are you looking forward to most in 2026 from North Georgia ARA?
K4HDE. Hi, Justin. Everybody else in the chat. Not really looking forward to too much other than just some good conversation.
Well, I'm sure there's going to be plenty of that. I'll tell you one thing that I was kind of hoping for. It was another invitation to was it a Wallace Brothers barbecue? We got to do that again sometime. What do you think about putting something like that together?
Yes, sir. We can give it a try. I talked to one of the gentlemen that owns it down there the other day, and he talked like there was no reservations. We could just let them know we were coming. So we have to pick a day and see what we can set up.
Yeah, I like it. I think we should try to do that sometime this year and enjoy the barbecue down there again. I still tell the story. You know, last time we were there, coming out of the restaurant, you called me over to your truck, and you told me that while we were in the restaurant, somebody had broken into your truck. Do you remember that story?
Yes, sir, I do. You go ahead.
Well, Houston tells me we went into the restaurant and he had left his Bofang right there on the seat of the truck. And when we came out of the restaurant, somebody had broken into his truck and put another one in there. Is that about right?
Yes, sir. Sounds about right. That Bofangs are not the best radio in the world.
Well, that's true, but I'll tell you the one thing I really like about the Bofang and the Radiodity radios is you don't mind handing that radio off to someone. So if you have somebody who has an interest, it's a great radio to have on hand, and you can hand it off, and hopefully you can spark somebody's interest and passion for radio just by putting one in their hand and encouraging them to listen in. And all you got to do is get a license, and you can start talking on that thing. And a license is not that hard to get. So that's I think where those radios shine is it's nice to have an inexpensive radio that you can just grab and put in someone's hands. If you keep it in the glove box of the vehicle, maybe you can use that in a key moment. If you're dealing with an incident and you need to back into a tight spot or something like that, you can put a radio in their hands and you can have ready communications with an incident, in a situation like that. Easier to do in GMRS where you can use your family license, but nonetheless, in amateur radio, you can hand a radio to someone and they can monitor that radio, and hopefully that will light a spark and encourage them to get involved. And hopefully hearing nets like this will drive some of that interest. So those are handy radios, I think, to have around for that reason. I usually keep a radio or two in the truck. I've got a couple of GM30s that they just keep showing up, and I can't tell you how many times I've given them away and they come back.
I wonder. I mean, I started on the GMRS side and come to the ham side both. So I have both now. But I know a lot of family members, they're not going to get their ticket. They're not going to. But I could hand them that GMRS radio, and they're okay with it one-on-one simplex and that. And I think a lot of hams maybe forget that it's an easy way to get their family back involved in the radio side is to get that GMRS license as well.
Yeah, and there's so many situations you can cover under that. But very good stuff. Good stuff, Houston. And let me know if you want to throw a date out. We'll put one together on the calendar, and we'll see if we can get a couple dozen people to show up like last time and enjoy some barbecue. I think that would be very enjoyable. Looks like next on our list we have KO4MKP. That's Jim in Hickson checking in on YouTube, as well as Shauna in Canton checking in on YouTube. Did I get it right?
Absolutely.
All right.
She'll be happy with that one.
I'm working on it.
All right.
And that'll bring us to Bobby, KQ4MJ. Is that L or I?
L.
All right. Thank you, Carl. Let me just throw it to Bobby. Come on out, Bobby.
KQ4 MJL. Well, Justin, I want to congratulate you on timing out the whole link system this time. That was pretty good because all the timeout timers went off at the same time. So, congratulations on that. And the ARA QAE Mountain. That's the powerhouse over here. I can't wait till the rest of them get hooked up for this year or coming year or whatever. So we'll get some great coverage out of it. But I can get in and out of QAE real good. So can Joe over here at the Vortex. So and I guess my plans for the coming year. I guess I'll probably get my tower up before you get Studio B done. So we'll have to see how that works out.
Hatchet thrown.
That sounds like the gauntlet is down.
That's down.
Yeah. Well, I think the tower project has been underway for longer than Studio B has. So,
right. Is it?
If Studio B is operational before the tower is up,
sounds like maybe a wager there of a meal or something.
Oh
right?
yeah.
But I do know that Bobby got fiber installed the other day.
Yeah. Like for breakfast?
No. Well, no.
No.
At the house.
Oh, at the house.
Yeah.
The house is on fiber.
Yes.
But he's still banned from Facebook.
That I don't know. I'm not going there on that one. He just might be able to look up new radios. And
Well,
get
maybe
new
he's got a
radios.
new under the fiber account. Maybe he's got a new
New handle, new nickname.
a new a new IP address.
There you go.
And he can sneak a
There you
new
go.
application into.
Bobby, you getting on Facebook?
Yeah, well, you got it figured out as long as their AI doesn't figure it out. But yeah, that's probably what I plan on doing. And I don't know, maybe I'll make a new account called Bobby Vortex or something
There you
and get
go.
in that way and see what happens. But it's been almost a year without Facebook, and I'm dealing with it.
Yeah, you have to find somebody else's picture to post as your profile as well. I would suggest Foghorn Leghorn.
Yep.
Or something of that nature.
Maybe.
Yeah. So in any case, look forward to seeing you back on Facebook maybe, and yeah, enjoy the fiber. Fiber is very cool.
It's good for you. It's good for your digestive.
That's what I hear.
Yeah.
Yeah. So lots of fiber. All right, Bobby, do you have anything else before we go? It's not like he can take another test.
No, that's about it for now. And I was hoping to see you guys down at the Tech Fest, but my buddy's daughter's birthday is the same day, so you know I kind of got obligations up here. But oh well, there's always next year. So, but yeah, that's about it from this end, from the Vortex. KQ4 MJL.
Well, I can't think of a better way to celebrate a birthday than to bring your buddy's daughter to the Ham Fest or to the Tech Fest.
There you go.
I think, yeah.
Priorities.
There you go. I think, you know, if you offer to pay her admission into the Tech Fest, which, you know, I think you can afford, Bobby, because Tech Fest admission is free. You know, she doesn't have to know that, and I think you can make a pretty big deal out of celebrating her birthday at the Tech Fest. Can you think of anything cooler?
No.
He just came from a wedding in Savannah, so
Yeah, I
he's the
can't.
wrong one to ask.
Exactly.
All right. Well, thank you for all that, Bobby. With that, let's move on to KQ4 MJO, Joe in Cleveland. Joe, what are you looking forward to in 2026 from North Georgia ARA?
KQ4 McKinnis JS of Owen. I'm looking forward to possibly some snow here pretty soon. Get out in the Jeep and test out how this NGARA works from there.
Are they calling for any real snow? I mean, what I heard sounded like we would see a
Dusting,
maybe a
maybe?
dusting at most. But I didn't see where they were calling for any accumulation. But maybe that's going to be different in the mountains.
Yeah.
What do you think you're going to get?
Well, I know some Forest Service roads from my home here, north of here, that I could probably go play in a little bit of snow. Half-inch, little dusting on some Forest Service roads. And I can see what the reach is for the ARA for me, too.
Well, that could be interesting. You know, the signal propagation across snow is likely going to be a little bit different than across dry land or dry ground or et cetera. We've seen where signal propagation across big lakes can be very different. So
Is it different meaning better or worse?
oftentimes better, a
Yeah.
little more range. But I mean, there's places on Lake Allatoona where it's fairly dead.
Right.
But you've
I wondered
also
about
got-
the snow, what effect it had.
Yeah,
Like if
it'd
it
be-
had a blanket, a couple inches of snow on the ground.
Yeah, in UHF, I don't know we're going to do anything for ground propagation, but maybe.
Okay.
And certainly we'd have more reflectivity off of the snow, so that would perhaps give us an enhancement in cumulative signal strength. You know, maybe not the direct, but you get all of the reflective signals added in there. Sometimes that can enhance your RSSI. So I don't know. We'll have to see what reports we get back from Joe after the Snowmageddon of 26.
Right. And I would like some snow. a good amount of snow.
Yeah.
I now have a 4-wheel drive. I just want to test it out.
Okay.
Right. I'm like Joe.
The snow doesn't bother me like it used to. I mean, coming from Indiana, one of the things I really appreciate is not having to deal with snow down here. And when we do get it, I'm not going to go out there and shovel the snow because it's going to be gone tomorrow.
Right.
Worst case, it's going to take a couple of days. But in Indiana, if you got a half an inch of snow, you had to go out there and shovel the driveway clean, because if you didn't,
it would freeze. And
it would thaw, and then it would freeze into ice, and then you'd get 3 inches of snow on top of that.
And you're not going anywhere.
And when you try to shovel snow with ice underneath it, it's really, really tough. So no matter how big or small the snowstorm was, you had to get out there and shovel it, and get it handled before the next morning, because if you didn't, you go to work the next day and you've got snow in your driveway, it's going to melt, and then it's going to refreeze, and it's just going to be tough. So we don't worry about the melt and refreeze in Georgia. I mean, even if we do get a refreeze, the chance of getting additional snow on top of that is pretty small.
Pretty small.
We're just not going to worry about it.
In 30 years, I think I've been down here, it's happened like twice.
Yeah. So
majorly.
Just let it go. And the other thing that I like about, because I've come to the point now where if the roads are questionable, I'm just staying home.
Yeah.
I'm not going to go to work. I'm not going to go to the store. I'm not, we're provisioned adequately all the time. I'm not concerned with
Indiana. You can't use that excuse.
No, you get 10 inches of snow, by golly.
You're still going to school.
You're still going to school. You're still going to work. And if you're late for work, let's break. If you're late for work, the snow's not really an excuse. The expectation is that you know what it takes to handle yourself in the conditions, and that you'll leave early enough to be able to be there on time. That's just the expectation, and it's the way it's always been when we've lived up there, and we never really thought too much about it. But driving on the snow in Indiana is very different than driving on the snow in Georgia. In Indiana, when a snowstorm starts, before the storm even arrives, the county is out with their salt shakers, and they're sanding and salting all the intersections ahead of the storm. So when you start to get a little bit of snow, you don't have to worry about the slippery intersections because they've already been treated. They do sometimes use brine, but that's more of a thing in the south than it is in the north. It's the sand that really makes a big difference. And when you're out there driving in slippery conditions, that little bit of sand that they put on the road makes a huge, huge difference. And if you are getting a significant amount of snow, you're getting 8 or 10 inches of snow, that's actually easier to drive in sometimes than 1 or 2, because you're gonna end up in ruts on the roadway, and your vehicle is just gonna follow those tracks. You have to make an effort to get out of sorts when you have a deeper snowfall on the roadway. And they're going to be coming along in the snowplow pretty soon. So if you're not satisfied or comfortable with the conditions of the road, you can just wait a half an hour or an hour, and they'll be through the plow, and you'll be able to follow the plow through and get where you're going. So it's just not at all the same as what we experience with snow and ice here in Georgia. It's a very different thing here. And if we get a little bit of snow or ice in Georgia, I'm going to stay put. I think that all of you should also stay put. I know that there are some jobs where you just can't do that. You just have to be there. Mine isn't one of those, and I hope that yours isn't either. Okay, next on the list, it looks like we've got a whole string of YouTube check-ins.
And I have a YouTube question that actually I even have.
Yeah, go ahead.
Too. Who was it? Where'd it go? Actually, I think it was Brett Reese. He was asking about, are there going to be lifetime memberships for the NGARA as well as like there is for the North Georgia GMRS side?
I don't believe so. We talked about lifetime memberships for ARA when we were having our initial meetings a year and a half ago, and at that time the conversation was no, mostly because we're still building out the network, and the capital expenses for ARA are very, very high. and so we need to make an effort at recouping some of that. And let me break. While a lifetime membership does bring us in a larger upfront piece of the pie,
Right.
it doesn't help us with the ongoing expenses. So I think at this time, we're not looking at lifetime memberships for ARA, but I don't know that that's completely off the table. And it might be something that we take a look at, hard in year 2 or 3, and start to incorporate some things maybe for 27 or 28, but no promises, because that's just what we have from the last meeting that we had about that.
Okay. Excellent.
Any other good questions from the chat?
I don't see any good questions. Shout out to Connie. She just got her tech license.
Fantastic.
KR4APS.
Congratulations, Connie. Glad to have you amongst the amateur radio operators here. And so thanks for that effort, and hope that you enjoy the adventures in amateur radio. All right, and so let me go ahead and acknowledge these YouTube check-ins, because I don't think we have yet. We've got Hatch Jack Phillips in Cincinnati, Ohio, checking in on YouTube. We've got Gary Graham in Benson, North Carolina. We have KR4IMM. Diana is a brand new tech.
Well, maybe I wrote that down. That's the one I was just. Hang on. Maybe I wrote her.
Do we?
I'll double check on that. Maybe that's the wrong.
Okay.
Wrong call sign.
All right. We'll let you have a look at that. Miko is back. Thank you, Miko, for checking in with us tonight.
He's probably got snow.
He might. Yeah. We'll see if he makes a comment in the chat
snow,
there
Miko,
about that. And let us know what you're looking at for weather up there. We've got KQ4WEB Ed in Kennesaw is checking in on YouTube. We've got KR4APS Connie in is that Buford? Oh yeah, Buford, Georgia. I saw
Okay.
Buforge.
Well, that's the one that got the new tech. The other line was I put the new tech in the wrong line.
Oh, I see. Okay, Connie got the brand new tech. Well, good job, Connie. Glad to have you in with us in the amateur radio world, and congratulations on that tech license. George, Atlanta 306, is hanging out with us on YouTube. We've got KE9WBW is checking in with us. That didn't pull up a name, but we've got Atlanta 244.
Yeah, I think he's on the GMRS side. But
Okay.
I don't know whether I'll have to go back and look. He might be a new one too. It might not be a pulling it in.
Or he just has an amateur license and just hasn't become an ARA member yet. So that could be. All right, let's break. And we have W4DGA Willard in Homer is checking in on YouTube. Those are the check-ins we have at this time. At this time, we're going to take another round of additional check-ins. So either on YouTube or on the radio, either way is fine. I better pull that page up here so that when they start coming,
one of us might be able to get it.
Yeah. So this is the one that I want. All right, so let's go ahead and break for any additional check-ins. Any questions or comments? If you've already checked in, and you have a comment you'd like to add, just come on the air and say comment, and throw your call sign in there, and we'll throw you in for your comment. Net control standing by.
What's the internet?
This is Kilo Quebec 4 Yankee Bravo Tango, KQ4 YBT, checking in the net control.
This is KR4 BRU, Kilo Romeo 4, Bravo Romeo Uniform. Jonathan in Hickson, Tennessee, checking in. Good evening, everybody.
Bra.
Bro. Still trying to keep YouTube entertained.
What's up, YouTube?
November for Oscar Golf Foxtrot. Jerome and Rocky Beach, Georgia.
Got a little quiet.
Awkward pause.
Yeah, it's
I
the
know,
awkward.
right?
It's time for the awkward pause.
It is.
Very awkward.
Very.
Yeah, it's okay.
Yep.
We can be awkward. It's allowed.
That's the point of us.
Yeah,
As,
Oh,
my,
awkward.
as my grandson calls, we were kind of geeky anyway, right?
that's right. Gary posted that photo of net control on the Facebook page.
Which one?
It was I don't even remember who all was in it, but we're all lined up with our black shirts,
Oh, yeah.
and so I commented, "It's the black shirt nerds."
Yes. I didn't wear my black shirt. I should have. I wanted to wear this one, though.
Yeah, it'd be all right. All right, let me go ahead and acknowledge after that long and awkward pause. Let me go ahead and acknowledge these three check-ins. We have Kilo Quebec 4 Yankee Bravo Tango Joseph in Snellville, Kilo Romeo 4 Bravo Romeo Uniform Jonathan in Hickson, and November Golf Oscar. November Golf? That isn't even. Where did that come from?
I don't know.
Carl, you can do a better
You were
job than
looking
that,
right
can't
at
you?
it.
What's his call sign?
November for Oscar Golf Foxtrot.
That's right. All right, we're gonna have to raise his pay.
Yep.
All right, Jerome, we've got you in the log as well, and that's where we're at. So let me go back to Joseph. Joseph, what do you hope for North Georgia ARA in 2026?
He was just there. Where'd you go, Joseph?
KQ4 Yankee Bravo Tango Joseph, are you there?
No, YBT, he likes to say it means you better talk.
This is Kilo Quebec 4 Yankee Bravo Tango. Go ahead.
Joseph, what are you looking for out of North Georgia ARA in 2026?
Kilo Quebec 4 Yankee Bravo Tango. KQ4 YBT, net control. Go ahead.
I wonder if he's having a hard time hearing us.
All right, we'll try this again. Can you hear us now, Joseph?
Roger that. I copy. You copy this transmission?
Yes, sir, we have you. I'm not sure what the disconnect was, but the question was, what are you looking for from North Georgia Amateur Radio Association in 2026?
Roger that. Well, I think I requested a $100 bill to be sent to my email address. And once I get that, I think I'll probably be in the market for something else. Go ahead.
All right. I think I heard you mention you're looking for a $100 invoice
That's
from
it. Yes.
from
Invoice.
NGARA.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, I think we can make that. I'll have to talk with the powers that be and see if we can arrange for that. But I think that can be done.
I appreciate that, John.
Yeah, that certainly will go a long way toward offsetting some of the expenses that we're having. And you know, I'm sure that's not what Joseph meant.
We'll send him a picture of one.
But since he brought it up, there is always the opportunity to make donations above and beyond the annual dues for NGARA. And in light of the fact that we've kind of had to put a lot of money in up front to just to get these first 5 repeaters on, and then bringing up the next 5. That required a significant investment ahead of the game. So I'm not necessarily suggesting that it's your burden, Joseph, but for anybody who's listening, if you're of a mind and would like to contribute above and beyond the $85 annual fee, that's absolutely welcome to do that. We do have several people who do that in the North Georgia GMRS side of things. So if anybody's led to or feels compelled to contribute above and beyond the dues, you can do it the same way that folks do it in NGARA. And typically that is they go to the web page and they click on the donate button. And if you'd like to donate to ARA instead of GMRS, just make a note in one of the free-form fields there on that page, and we'll be sure that money gets allocated per your wishes. But I hear you. If I could get a check coming my way for $100, that'd be nice. But why stop at $100?
I know.
I mean, that's that would be a welcome thing. I think that Governor Kemp's going to try to send us some money again.
I heard that today.
So maybe we can buy some toys out of that.
Or if you're a Verizon member, that $20 that's coming back to you.
Right, $20.
$20.
Yeah.
Nice, wasn't it?
I saw somebody commenting.
Have Verizon, Roger?
I have a prepaid, so I'm good.
Yeah, I saw someone commenting about the number of calls that they would have gotten on a typical day,
right?
And the revenue that those calls likely would have generated based on what they see in a typical weekday, and $20 was just not satisfactory.
Not at all.
So.
Well, I guess for those that didn't know, that Verizon was out on the basically East Coast.
Yeah. It's funny because my phone seemed to work.
Oh, you have Verizon?
Yeah.
Really?
Let's break. Yeah. Now, I didn't get any phone calls, which is pretty okay.
Yeah, I was to say you're not complaining about that, really.
But as far as texting and data and Teams calls,
right.
Plenty of Teams meetings and calls throughout the day, so that part was unaffected, and the chats and the text messaging and Facebook and all the other stuff worked just fine throughout the day. So whoever planned that outage just simply forgot to tell my phone that it wasn't supposed to work that day.
Yeah, I wonder, is it really weird that some did, some didn't?
Yeah. And I don't know. I mean, it's a corporate issued phone, so maybe corporate customers are treated differently. Probably.
Maybe.
I don't know.
I know the bill's higher, right?
I don't know. I don't know what the bill is. But it could very well be that because it was a corporate phone, it is why it continued to work. But thanks for all that, Joseph. And
thank you, Joseph.
Yeah, be on the lookout for that invoice. Next, we have KR4BRU Jonathan in Hickson. Jonathan, what are you looking for out of us in 2026?
I got tuned in a little late, so I'm not real up to speed on what you're all talking about, so give me a refresher, Justin.
Well, we're just talking about plans for 2026. We talked earlier about some of the new repeaters that we plan on standing up, and a little bit about what that time frame would be. And now the question is, what are you looking for from North Georgia ARA? One of the better suggestions was that we need to be engaged in activities like Summer Field Day, things like that, and some of the other events and activities that folks would like to see us a part of. I know that there is a strong desire from a group of ARA members to get engaged again in things like balloon launches. In the past, we've done Pico balloons and we've done weather balloons. In fact, we set a minor record. We had launched a weather balloon, and I don't remember the numbers. I believe it was 103,800 feet. And that was like, on record, that was like 114th highest balloon launch in Georgia. Nice. It's been a long time, so those numbers could be off. But it's exciting because that particular balloon actually carried a pair of repeaters, and one of them was a GMRS repeater, the other was amateur, and it was just really neat to be able to hear all of the repeater traffic that came over that balloon while it was in flight. The other thing that was really interesting was that balloon had traveled something like 60 or 100 miles, and they'd studied jet streams prior to launching the balloon, and they had determined where they wanted to launch it, and it predicted reasonably accurately where the recovery would be.
Right.
That balloon was recovered 6 miles away from where it was launched, despite the fact that it had traveled, between 60 and 100 miles.
Wow.
So there are jet streams that move in different directions at different altitudes, and so as the balloon rises, it catches a jet stream and it travels. As it continues to rise, it'll move out of that jet stream
Into another one.
and it'll move into another one. And so it had made almost a perfect square. It had traveled, I don't remember which direction. It traveled a certain distance, like 40-ish miles, and then made a 20-mile box. And then it came back to about 6 miles away from where it was launched from. So that's
like
also
a lot of math.
It's a lot of predictive analysis, but more interesting is the ability to track it so accurately.
Right.
And so that was really fascinating to be a part of that balloon. Let me break. To be a part of, to have North Georgia GMRS a part of that balloon launch was really cool. The other balloon launch that North Georgia attempted a couple of times was a balloon they call a pico balloon. And this is a hard mylar balloon. The balloon will travel between 30 and 45,000 feet. And it picks up a jet stream, and it just boogies. It's a very, very light payload, so it's solar powered. There are no batteries. So it'll go silent when it gets into darkness. And then when it sees sunlight again, it'll wake up and it'll start talking again. And basically, it's talking to APRS gates around the world as it travels. So
That's cool.
whenever it sees an iGate, it will pass on whatever data it has, and you can track these balloons throughout the day. And the goal is to circumnavigate.
Right.
So it's my understanding that the North Fulton Amateur Radio Club has a youth department.
Right.
And this is some years ago. But they had set a record in circumnavigation of something like 4 or maybe 5 times around with a pico balloon. Just phenomenal. So exciting stuff to be done at the nerdiest of nerd levels. Carl, do you have any interest in tracking a balloon once it's launched?
Oh, yeah. I just have a question about the balloons. How big is the balloon?
So when you launch a weather balloon, the balloon is 5 or 6 feet roughly round. It's kind of more oblong. So it's not really all that big. You fill that with either hydrogen or helium. When you let that balloon go and it travels, the higher it goes, the less air pressure there is in the atmosphere. And as it gets to different heights, that balloon is going to stretch. And at some point, that balloon will be 30 or 40 or 50 feet across. And at some point, that balloon will burst. And so oftentimes there will be some sort of a parachute added to the payload so that when that balloon starts coming down, it'll ride a parachute down. Other times people will just put the radio, the payload, in a styrofoam cooler and just let it come down. There's not that much mass, but there's a lot of surface area.
Right.
So the styrofoam cooler will come down faster than a parachute, but it will cushion the payload when it lands. And as long as you have a decent device in there that will continue to emit APRS data, you can track right to the landing zone and recover your payload.
Nice.
Wow.
Cool.
So,
Does sound interesting.
Yeah.
And the other balloon, was it about the same size? Because the reason why I asked that is because there's repeaters on there. And when I think of a repeater, I think of a big box.
So the repeater on the weather balloon is much like the one that has cursed North Georgia GMRS lately. It's just a parrot
Couple
repeater.
handhelds.
So
Oh.
it's not even a couple. It's
Oh.
just a handheld with an external device attached to it that will record a transmission, and then will retransmit that same thing. So the way that would typically work is you would, if you know that balloon has been launched, you come on the frequency that radio is going to be tuned to, and you just announce your call sign, and then you listen. If the repeater heard you, it will repeat your call sign, and so you can throw your call sign at it a few times and be able to hear, and it's neat because the higher it gets, the clearer the response is from the repeater.
Yeah.
Now on a Pico balloon, it does not carry a repeater. It carries the payload on a Pico balloon is measured in grams, so it's really just about tracking. So there's an APRS, there's a GPS, there's just very basic radio instrumentation on that. But part of that package also includes some really surprisingly accurate telemetry information for altitude. You can track wind speed because the balloon offers a lot of wind resistance. So whatever speed it's moving at pretty much is the wind speed. Because it offers so much wind resistance. So it's a neat thing to track. Now the Pico balloon is a much smaller balloon, and it doesn't expand as it gains altitude. It's a hard mylar balloon, kind of like the balloons that you buy over here at the dollar store with the Happy Birthday or Get Well Soon or so it's a hard balloon like that. Now it's bigger than the dollar store balloons.
Yeah.
But that's the kind of the concept there. So those balloons, because they don't really expand in size, they will have a mass that will allow them to climb to a particular altitude, and that will vary with temperature. So the warmer the balloon is, the higher it will fly. As that balloon cools, the gas inside the balloon will reduce. It will shrink a little bit, and so the balloon will ride lower in the atmosphere, but it'll ride between 30 and 45,000 feet. And as long as it doesn't get sucked up by a jet engine, or damaged by a thunderstorm,
Or shut down.
it's hard to shoot anything that's that high.
Oh yeah, sure.
But if you can get a balloon up there and nothing damages it, it should fly for a good long while. But it's a mylar balloon, and if the seams break, or if the UV energy from the sun breaks it down, let's break. There's all kinds of perils that the balloon is going to see, and if it gets swallowed up by a storm cloud, that could ruin it. And you just don't have, once you launch that balloon, you have some predictive software that can give you an idea of what jet stream it might fall into, but you can't guarantee.
Hey, Rogers.
Really
I
anything.
think we know who's going to lead this team with the balloon launch.
Yeah, I think that's going to be probably Scott and Brian from down there in Quita County. So,
okay.
Those guys are the balloon masters
All
of
right.
the group, and if and when they put something together for a balloon launch, we'll make it very well known throughout the community. And
Yeah, I have a drone I can take up. I've been planning on doing that for Simplex.
yeah,
As like a project. So we'll see.
What kind of drone is it?
It's a DJI.
Oh, yeah, I got one of them
Yeah.
cheap
So-
Chinese drones.
so you can potentially fly a small repeater on that drone.
I'm not sure about a repeater, but I was thinking about a very, very small antenna, like a lightweight,
Mm-hmm.
and just put some coax at the bottom of the drone and just take it up. Legally, I can go up 400 feet
Mm-hmm.
above ground level. So, that would be a nice little outing for Simplex night.
No, I think you'll find there are a number of experimental radios available that you can in amateur radio that you can maybe carry with that drone that weigh grams.
Oh, yes, yeah. I remember the one last week we saw, and we
Mhm.
looked up. I forgot the name of it, the Shark RF or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And that one looked like it was the size of a pager almost.
So I think there might be some options
right.
with that drone. It'd
You're
be
right.
fun to be able to fly a drone even if you're only in the air for 15 or 20 minutes, to be able to fly the drone up and see what you can hit. And if you can coordinate that as an event, maybe you'd be surprised at how many people will go out there and try to hit that repeater while it's in the air.
That's true.
Well, we do have a sanctioned 2-meter simplex Friday nights.
Oh yeah, yeah. So we could certainly employ that as part of that event, or maybe after that event, or maybe as a separate thing where, on Saturday at 2:00 in the afternoon, I'm going to launch my drone with this repeater on it. Let's see if you can hit it. And
that's not a bad idea.
Yeah, throw that out on Facebook, and we can throw that out on some of the nets leading up to the day, and see how many people can get in there. Be an interesting thing to keep a log of.
Now, what would be crazy is if I hiked Stone Mountain and then launched from there.
Even higher.
That would be, I don't know, that would be kind of insane.
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
Massive height.
400 feet above Stone Mountain.
Yeah, that would be crazy.
That would be very interesting.
I think you could do that because I remember hitting Monument from Stone Mountain, so it's definitely possible.
Absolutely.
Nice.
All right. It looks like we still have Jerome, November 4.
If he hadn't fallen asleep.
Yeah, he probably did. Got tired of listening to me. Jerome, are you still hanging out with us? November 4, Oscar Golf Foxtrot.
Yes, sir. Still here, Justin. Good evening to you and all the other gentlemen. I'm not sure who all is there helping you with the net. This is the first time I've checked into the ARA net. Didn't even know what was going on. Been so busy, but came here, turned the radio on, heard you guys, thought I would give a shout. Looking forward to the new addition to the network and talking to all the people. A lot of fun on both of the networks. I enjoy both of them. So just hope to jump in here and say hi. Fix to get out and go do a few things and get ready for tomorrow. This is N4OGF.
All right. Well, Jerome, thanks for checking in with us tonight and for coming back. Glad to have you along, and look forward to hearing from you and your plans for the coming year as we go. I expect I'll see you at the Dalton Ham Fest. Will I see you at the Tech Fest on January 31 over in Gwinnett County? Same place as Stone Mountain.
I'll do my best to get there. Got there a couple of years ago, so I may try to get there again. Maybe somebody can remind me of it, or I'll try to write it on the calendar. But, yeah, look forward to Dalton. Since I'm one of the Dalton guys anyway, be interesting. Probably try to get a table there again. Need to liquidate some stuff. I've been trying slowly but surely to clean out my ham shack / catch-all room to where I can actually move around in it, and I'm getting there little by little, baby steps. So I need to get all my radios moved. My radios right now are in a back room, kind of my storage repair room. I'm having to stand up and talk. I'm trying to get everything moved in there to my desk where I can sit in and be comfortable. Good evening to you guys. I will talk to you later.
All right, Jerome. Well, I look forward to seeing you at the Tech Fest, hopefully, and definitely at the Dalton Ham Fest. And hope we get a chance to do a little visit while we're there. And are you missing? I think I have a pair of his readers from one of the tower days at Bocham's place. I found a pair of glasses on the tailgate of the truck, and I never did figure out who they belonged to. But I think that most likely they belong to Jerome. So hopefully I can get those to you. They're riding up there in that front tray in the middle of the dash of my truck, and hopefully I can get those to you at the Dalton Ham Fest, or maybe at Gwinnett County, and hopefully they're yours. Well, I don't even know for sure, but if you're missing a pair of glasses, I think I know where they are. All right, that brings us to the end of our roster, and we've already taken our final round of check-ins. So, yeah, that's the wrong script. Let's see. Do I have?
So I didn't hear any comments either. So
yeah, I didn't either.
And we're caught up on YouTube.
Are we caught up on YouTube?
Seems to be.
All right then. Well, then I'm going to find the correct page for our
Keep
closing part of the script and say that. Well, how many check-ins did we have tonight? It's like 20, 28. Is that what I'm seeing?
I got 31.
31. I'm looking at the wrong thing. All right. 31 check-ins tonight. This will conclude the bi-weekly NGARA Regional Net. Don't forget to tune in 2 days from now for Saturday night sessions.
Nice.
I'm not sure who's going to host that.
Okay.
Tony, are you going to host that?
I don't know that I'm available yet.
Rogers, are you going to host that?
I'm usually on daddy duty on the weekends.
Daddy duty.
Daddy duty on the week. All right. Well, we're gonna find someone. So tune in on Saturday night for Saturday night sessions. Don't know that there's going to be a topic. Probably going to be more of a roundtable kind of a conversation. But I do have a number of net controllers that I'm communicating with. Hope to have some kind of a rotation of net control operators for coming up Saturday night. So be sure and tune into that. I think it'll be interesting, especially with different personalities and different approaches to the net. I think that'll be a lot of fun. Next week on the North Georgia GMRS Network, we're going to be talking about the top 5 radios for North Georgia terrain. Now, I don't know what the top 5 radios are, but
As I say,
I think we're going to find out.
Are we?
What's that?
Are we going to find out?
I think we're gonna ask what radios people use to operate in terrain, and we're gonna find out what the most popular radio out there is. So I mean, for me, it's going to be a Kenwood or an Anytone.
Right.
For a lot of people, it's going to be a Wuxi radio. What do you think? What do you think is going to be the most popular handheld radio?
It could be Carl's Harris.
Well, I think that may be popular, but it wouldn't be very common.
No, I
would it?
don't think it's common.
Yeah.
Wait, Georgia State Patrol has them. So.
Well, yeah.
There you go.
Well.
Let's see that again, Carl. Let's see that.
Hold it up
There you
go.
Nice.
Yeah. What do you think? What's your vote, Rogers?
I think people are gonna probably say Kenwood or Motorola, maybe.
Yeah, not the UV5R.
No.
Are you talking about HTs or Motorola?
Anything really, because we're talking about the Georgia terrain. So I mean, obviously you're going to get better bang for the buck with a mobile radio, but you can't carry that around in your pocket.
What?
No.
Why?
Wait, what? What radio?
Mobile radios.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
I don't
mobile.
think
Yeah.
I don't think you can do that.
No.
Yeah.
Battery on your back.
Yeah, the battery on your back, and then the wires down through your shirt, and
Yep.
and
Yeah, I
then
think you're,
and then you got to wear like Johnny Appleseed with the tin cap,
Yep.
and you put the mag
That's the
mount
antenna.
on top of the tin
Gotta have a
cap.
ground plane.
Maybe we can make the mobile work. What do you think, Rogers?
Hey, get a go bag and put it in there, the man pack.
The man pack? Yeah, you can.
It can be done.
I've definitely seen some QRP radios set up as bag radios that could very quickly and readily be deployed. And with LiFePO batteries, a battery on your back is actually not
As bad as it used to be.
not like it's not
Much
like
lighter.
carrying
Not
around
that
the
lead acid battery on your back, right?
We don't have to carry around a motorcycle battery. we don't have to carry around the lawnmower battery. We can
Right.
get a LiFePO and we get several hours of operation out of a battery like that. So
That'd be a crazy picture. That'd be a really funny picture, though.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
Well, we're gonna have to see if we can get people to send us in some pictures of their
There you go. Post
of
it
their
on our
portable
Facebook
units.
page.
So yeah, post that on Facebook, and we'll see if we can get any of that added into next week's live stream. Thanks everyone on the live stream for hanging out with us tonight. Appreciate that.
Like and share.
Like and share, and we're gonna stay right on the same platform. So Mark had made mention of having an ARA Facebook page, and I'll tell you the biggest reason why I haven't done that is because it's hard for me, and I think for the rest of the leadership. And this is something we're going to talk about on February 7, to manage another page. Even just the time that it would take for me to just pay attention to what's going on on another page. So I think we're going to do our best to manage both fields of conversation. To manage both fields of conversations within that one Facebook page. So look for more
content
that's ham related. We've resisted ham related content on that page in the past, but I think we're going to start opening up to more of that, and just I want that to be a kind of a central place for North Georgia radio
Find
stuff.
some information.
And
ask a question.
Yep, and post your pictures. We've kind of gotten away from posting pictures of our stuff, and that trend was a fun trend because it was neat to see people's stations at home, and
we're a community.
Yeah, that's right. All right. Well, good night, everyone. This is Atlanta.
You almost did it.
There they went again. This is KN4HYN. My name is Justin.
And this is N4TVZ, Tony.
This is KR4HBU, Rogers.
And who are you?
This is WSJD932, Carl.
All right, Carl. Thanks for hanging out with us
Thanks,
tonight.
Carl.
And we look forward to having you in studio again. Do you know if you're going to have another Thursday night available?
Most likely, yeah.
All right, then. We'll have you along again sometime soon. And but for now, that's going to be it for us. We are the North Georgia Amateur Radio Association.
And we are clear.
Good night, everyone.
Night.